Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Overwatch Weekly. I have 5 stories for you this week, so fewer than I've had in the past couple weeks, but there is, of course, the big story coming out of the Overwatch League. So we'll get to that in a second. We're going to start off by talking about some patch notes, specifically some patch notes on the PTR. So there are some things here, but not a lot. It's actually just some bug fixes for some heroes. For Genji, it fixed a visual issue that prevented his shuriken ammunition from displaying the correct number briefly after activating Dragon Blade. For Junkrat, it fixed a bug that allowed him to restore his frag launcher ammo if he used Riptire while airborne or attempted to use it while airborne, which is a huge problem. I saw that all over the internet because you could have unlimited ammo, you run out, and then you just jump up, try to use Riptire, ammo is fully restored, and you could keep firing and firing and firing. So you can't do that anymore. Good, because I hate dealing with Junkrats. And for Lucio, it fixed a bug that allowed him to gain his ultimate charge while Sound Barrier was active if he got hacked with Sound Barrier active. So no longer is that a thing. Just some bug fixes. All I need to do with ults, since they just changed a bunch of the ults and fixed a bunch of them, I guess. Updated a bunch of them, improved a bunch of them in certain ways. So that is good to see. But the next story is, of course, the big one coming out of the Overwatch League. This past weekend was the Grand Finals in New York, in Brooklyn, at the Barclays Center. And we saw the Philadelphia Fusion, the number 6 overall seed, taking on the London Spitfire, the number 5 overall seed. And in a 2-0 series, the London Spitfire came out on top and are your Season 1 champions for the Overwatch League. If you've logged into the game in the past couple days, you've already seen that because they put it on the game launch screen or the main menu. So you may have already seen that if you haven't opened up the game in a few days, though. London Spitfire are the winners for the first season of the Overwatch League. Never expected that coming into the playoffs. At the beginning of the season, after Stage 1, and if you had told me that London was going to win the whole thing, I would have been like, yeah, that makes sense. I can see that happening. But going into Stage 4 and going into the playoffs, I didn't think it was possible. But London is on top of the world. So congratulations to them. Congratulations to the Philadelphia Fusion for making it that far. Congratulations to every playoff team and every team in the Overwatch League in general for a great season. It was really entertaining. I loved watching it. So shout out to that. Next, also coming out of the Overwatch League Grand Finals, we have 2 new skins that were revealed at the Overwatch League Grand Finals. And they are legendary skins, one for Tracer and one for Genji. You should be seeing them on an image on screen right now. And these skins, we don't have any way of knowing how and when they're going to be released, but they have to do with the Overwatch League All-Star Weekend, which is going to be taking place in LA. And it's August 25th through August 26th at the Blizzard Arena. Sorry about that weird noise that I made. The Tracer skin is the Atlantic skin, and Genji is the Pacific skin, to my knowledge. I will have a link in the description that will have a little bit more information. There's not a ton about it that we know, so when we find out more, I will let you know in a video. But we have about a month until the All-Star Weekend anyway, so I'm sure we will find out in the next couple of weeks what the deal is, but for now, we just have these skins to look at, so we'll see what happens. Now let's move on to another story coming out of the Overwatch League. A lot of stuff's coming out of the Overwatch League. It was a big week for them. And with the end of Season 1, of course, comes the look ahead. And we have Season 2 coming up. And there are going to be new teams joining in Season 2. As they have mentioned, they would like to add about 6 new teams to my knowledge. And we have the first city that will be having a team new for Season 2 of the Overwatch League, and that is Atlanta. The Overwatch League sells Atlanta spot to group funded by Cox Enterprises. So, we know that there is going to be a team coming to Atlanta in Season 2, but we also have some information about 2 other cities that may be getting teams. So at a meeting between the Activision Blizzard Esports League's CEO and the Activision Blizzard group as a whole, and the members of Cox Enterprises, as well as McCourt Global and Nanking Group. So McCourt Global are looking to have a team in Paris, while Nanking Group are looking to have a team in Guangzhou, China. So we can expect to potentially see a team in Paris and a second team in China for the next season of the Overwatch League. But for now, we don't know for sure. But they were present at this meeting, and we can expect to potentially see one team from Paris and one team from Guangzhou added to the league for Season 2. But until then, we will just wait and see what we get. I believe there's also rumors that there's going to be a Germany team, which I wouldn't be surprised by. So I'm expecting us to get a kind of at least 3 European teams as a whole, so 2 European teams. If 6 teams, what they're planning on doing, they'd have to do 3 Atlantic, 3 Pacific, ideally. So I think that 3 European teams, seeing that we already have another American team added, makes sense. And I wonder what they're going to do, because if they're adding another China team, of course they're adding another Asian team. I wonder if they're going to look to add another team on the west coast of the United States, if they're going to look to add a team in Australia, they're going to look to add a team in Japan. Where are they going to look to add teams for the Pacific rather than the Atlantic? Or is that even something they're considering? Are they just going at it and saying, here's what we want to focus on? Just whoever wants to have a team, just come forward and we'll try to make a deal. So who knows? But for right now, we know that Atlanta will be having a team in Season 2 of the Overwatch League. And finally, we have one final story, which broke actually yesterday, something that I saw, and I don't think a lot of people are going to bring this up, but there is a new employee at the Overwatch team, and it is Alyssa Wong, who is an award-winning speculative fiction writer, and she has been hired as a new writer for Overwatch. So in a tweet that she posted, she said, "Guess who's the new writer on @Play Overwatch? I'm so excited to join the team and learn from all of the passionate, creative folks at Blizzard." So now we have another writer for the Overwatch team, and we can expect, hopefully, to get some more story-based stuff soon as a result of this. If you are interested in reading some of her work, I have in the description linked to a story that she wrote, which is the one that she won the award for. It is called Hungry Daughters of Starving Mothers. It is published, or it's from October of 2015, so if you're interested in reading it, it's in the description down below. If you want an idea of how she writes, or what kinds of things we can expect to see from her. I don't expect this story to be exactly what we get with Overwatch, but, it could be. But with that is everything I have for you this week. Like I said, not a huge week in terms of stories. The big one, of course, being that the London Spitfire have won the Overwatch League first season. But with that, I am going to end this video off. So if you enjoyed, consider liking and subscribing. It means a lot to help out the content and to help out the channel as a whole. And also comment down below some questions you have, whether it be about Overwatch or anything, whatever it is. Or if you want to just discuss something that I talked about in this video, I love to hear from you. But that is where we're going to end this video off. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all in in the next video.